What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and I know attacking the fans of our original favorites, is a bold marketing move that has been deployed by companies like Disney Plus with She-Hulk to a lesser extent, and now HBO with their Velma official series trailer, which directly blasts the fans. And this may surprise you. In 1.4 million views, the trailer has 24,000 upvotes. Hey, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, that's pretty good. And it has 175,000 downvotes. I wonder why that could be. I mean, could anyone possibly maybe venture a guess that going and directly attacking fans, and they do in this trailer, and also, of course, the ridiculous wokeification of it by, of course, making Velma or whatever, now she's LGBTQ, which I guess adults need that in their cartoons nowadays. Shaggy's no longer Shaggy, he's black now. And there's, I think, Daphne has two moms. And I mean, it's like, it's just like over the top. And it's run through Mindy Kaling, who's done absolutely nothing of note in Hollywood, yet continues to get more and more work. Mindy Kaling and the cast of Velma addressed critics who are angry that the main character is South Asian and explain the absence of Scooby. What, you didn't want to pay for Scooby? So they race bent. I mean, it's literally like a self-insert. That's how, like, we talk about these like really fragile Hollywood people who do these self-inserts of themselves. We see this with like the strong independent women, Galadriel. If you look at who's really in charge of that show, looks kind of a lot like her. And now we have Mindy Kaling, who's like, oh yeah, Velma. Everyone loves Velma, but you know what Velma needs? She needs to be a different race. Mindy Kaling and the stars of Velma attended the first day of New York Comic Con to spill the details to fives of fans. Insider was in attendance at the panel Thursday, which was moderated by TV guides who don't care. Kaling, the voice of Velma and executive producer, was joined in person by showrunner Don't Care and Constance Wu, Daphne, to discuss the show. Glenn Howerton and Sam Richardson, who voiced Fred and Norville/Shaggy, were unable to attend in person due to commitments to other projects. Well, they don't care about this one, probably. Kaling said that she loved the original Scooby-Doo series and the characters, and praised Grandy for creating an amazing homage to the group, especially this character. Growing up, I've always identified with Velma. Then why did you have to make her look like you? I mean, she defeats her whole point. She was so cute, but not like traditionally hot. Super smart, super thick glasses, questionable haircut. I just love the series, and I feel honored to do the voice. Lady, you are doing the voice by choice. It's your show. You weren't hired to do the voice. I think that the vast majority of people are excited and ready for it. Are they? Your trailer has 24,000 likes and 175,000 dislikes. I guess ready to farm hilarious memes off of it. Of course, in addition to being an origin story about Velma, the Mindy Project star said that Velma will be a show but having unresolved bedroom tension with a lot of characters, because that's what everyone was missing from Scooby-Doo. But when asked about the possibility of a romantic moment between Velma and Daphne, Kaling played coy. Why not make them both gay? Why would you stop with one? When we were going into the show and thinking about adapting it, we wanted to be respectful. So you swapped everybody and then made characters gay. I mean, I don't even understand it. Grandy said when in her consideration, blah, 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 we couldn't take it on the way it was. We're like, how do we do this in a fun, modern way? Oh, they did it. Modern. Oh, that was the robot voice. Hold on. Modern reimagining. I mean, that's like, I think it's nice to kind of allude to dogs in the world. He teased it's fun to just leave it. Let's take a look at a little bit of the trailer, because I think it's that in and of itself is pretty hilarious. So you have Velma. She's clearly parroting like official, like fans of originals, right? So she's penning a letter about a new version. I'm not going to play the audio. She said, when I heard the new version of Judy Jetson wouldn't be boy crazy, the only word I had to describe my opinion was jinkies. So she's writing a scathing letter. If there's one thing the internet agrees on, is that you should never change anything ever. I hope you die. Sincerely, Velma. Like, and then this.
Well, at least Judy's still white.
That's what you advertise in 34 seconds is your official teaser trailer. Instead of like showing off the show, you're literally pre-stirring the pot. It's a woke disaster. So you have in this back Judy Jetson. So like the premise of the trailer to promote this show is that we're going to antagonize people for not liking that we race swapped everybody and gender swapped everybody. Let's just take a look at the comments. Let's see. The part where Velma ripped off her own mask to reveal a white girl underneath, an HBO executive said, "We've gotten away with it too. If it wasn't for those pesky kids, gave me goosebumps." I mean, like, this is getting the Rings of Power treatment in the comments. The part where Velma said, "I am Dominion," and turned into a dinosaur and dominioned all over the ghost was so amazing. I love the fourth wall breaking part where you can see the writers talking about how creatively bankrupt they are. Genius. When Velma bravely deleted the amount of dislikes, I literally had goosebumps. It was a stunning act. I mean, like, it's just, all of it is like, why do they, like, this is not improving it. This is not staying true to, like, any of the character itself. It's just, like, fan baiting, essentially. You know, it's saying like, oh, we're gonna spin up a bunch of rage about this show so that people talk about us. And you get these articles like this. Conservative anchor has a meltdown over Velma being LGBTQ. I don't care about that. Don't care. Make a good show. But I already know, here's the thing. When these creators of these shows, they tell us just how obsessed they are with race, right? They tell us race and who these fictional characters sleep with. This is what's important to us. That's what they tell us because they're literally doing it in their own trailer, right? You know that they're not going to write a good show because it has been historically literally impossible to do both. You either write a good story or you worry about checking all the boxes. The two cannot coexist. They just never have. When diversity exists naturally and is unforced, you have good products. I mean, you don't see these people clamoring for more diversity in Wakanda Forever, right? Or were all these people whining about diversity in Squid Games while every journalist was creaming their jeans over Squid Games, talking about how amazing it was? How come nobody talked about diversity there? It's just a ridiculous thing. Like, he says, while throwing a tantrum about a cartoon character, Newsmax Eric's bawling. It always confuses me, by the way, folks, when a man decides he's a woman, becomes a woman, then sleeps with women. I mean, why didn't you just stay a man? I mean, that's actually a good question. Our beloved Scooby-Doo has gone woke. Velma has come out as LGBTQ, and I'm guessing she's the L, but she may be the B, and I don't know. Perhaps the T. Which would mean she's been a dude all along. That would have actually been hilarious. You know, the thing is, like, these shows are like, their entire marketing plan is, and this is how Mindy Kaling probably sold this show, right? Hey, I know it's like not going to be a good show, but think about how much buzz we can generate. Think about how many articles we can write about uninclusive viewers for not liking our show. And I assure you, this show will be in the sub 60% on Rotten Tomatoes critic reviews, or fan reviews, maybe sub 50%. And it will be like close to a 90%. It'll be like that weirdo Christmas special that Seth Rogen did, and everyone hated it. And like the critics were like, well, we really would like to review it, but we're gonna say it's bad, so we're not gonna review it at all. Like I don't really. It's like, who is this for? Like, oh my God, she Velma's gay now. That's what you've all been waiting for. Everyone's been waiting. It's like this is what happens when you write TV shows for Twitter. And the thing is that these idiots will never learn is that Twitter does not tune in to watch your show. Every Sunday night, Batwoman was trending, and there was not a single week that show was on air, I believe, for 2 years where viewership actually increased. 175,000 dislikes. I mean, you could even, okay, I'm sure it's some sort of bot machine or something, or coordinated dislike thing or whatever. Like, because I just know there's not 200,000 people that even care about this show worldwide. But what I am saying is, you only got 24,000 likes. I have videos with 24,000 likes. So there's not even positive interest in it. So when the show fails, they will inevitably, of course, blame all of us. And they'll say, well, you didn't want to see this show, even though they're clearly saying this show is not for us. Like the comments, this is a joke. This has to be a joke. Hey, HBO, you should check your animators. I think they sampled the wrong skin color for Velma from the originals. You're supposed to use the eyedropper tool. 24,000 likes, 175,000 dislikes. Lamau, this is trash. You ain't selling it to me. That's a hard pass. Turn the dislike ratio on because this is hot. I mean, this is why YouTube got rid of the dislike ratio, is because corporate programming like this, 175,000 dislikes. Can't say I'm the least bit surprised. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. And please, if you haven't yet, head on over to thequartering.locals.com and follow me there. It will be my new social media hub. I'm not going to be, by the end of the year, I'm not going to be using Twitter and Facebook and Instagram anymore. I'm going to use my locals page, so I hope to see you there. And we'll talk to you again real soon.